Hello, my name is Syabyla Gunawan. Everyone calls me Fasa, Bila, or whatever you want. So here, I would like to retell the interesting story that I've watched on YouTube. The title is Bridge to Terabithia. If you feel that you are interested in this movie, I have shared the link on bio. So the reason that I chose this movie is because I really like fantasy. Do you like fantasy? If you do, you have to watch this video until the end and listen to my story. So this is a story about a boy named Jess who lives with his family. Their life was quite difficult because at that time, their family was experiencing an economic crisis. Jess can't even buy shoes. He was asked by his mother to use his sister's old shoes, which were even pink. Jess is the only son in the family, so he had to do some difficult housework like repairing water pipes. Not to mention, school life is quite difficult. He always gets bullying with one of his seniors is Janice. Jess' life was always sad until finally there was a new girl in her classmate named Leslie. She is a cheerful girl. She even took part in a running competition that was held only for boys, but she managed to win the match. Jess, who usually wins, is defeated by a girl. Jess, becoming upset and goes home in disappointment. Leslie, who was interested in Jess from the start, kept following him. Leslie also complimented Jess' very cool drawing. Coincidentally, it turned out that there were neighbors that made Jess and Leslie often go home together. Someday in class, Leslie gets a good grade on her essay. When the teacher asks her to read her essay, Jess is surprised and amazed by her writing. Jess loves fantasy. Leslie likes that kind of thing too. Eventually, they often play together after school. Entering the forest and finding many wonders, they found a rope to cross and swung across it. They find a tree house and meet a real enemy, but they managed to fight it off. They decided to become king and queen of the forest and give the forest name Terabithia. They often spend time in Terabithia together. One day, Jess helped his father get equipment in the warehouse, but he lost the key. His father became angry and disappointed with him. And it turned out that this was the work of her younger sister named Belle. She wanted to surprise Jess because with the key, Leslie could make a bell for the tree house. Jess and Leslie decide to take the back key, but in the Terabithia, they meet many enemies. They run, avoid the enemy, and continue to fight. Terabithia troops also help them, including the giant who was there also helped save Jess when he fell. And one day, Jess' teacher named Miss Edmonds found Jess painting and said that Jess is very talented in drawing. Miss Edmonds asked Jess to go to the art museum with her, but Jess didn't ask Leslie. Jess felt it was very unusual for him not to want to ask Leslie with him. Jess enjoyed his time with Miss Edmonds looking at the various paintings and sculptures there. When he got home, Jess received sad news. His father said that Leslie had died from drowning while crossing the bridge. Jess couldn't accept it and became very sad. He lost her best friend. He became very angry with himself for not taking Leslie to the museum with him that time. He ran into the Terabithia, hoping that Leslie was still alive. Belle secretly following and making Jess even more annoyed. He accidentally pushed Belle and made Belle sulk with him. In the forest, Jess encounters enemy shadow soldiers who are chasing him. He falls and is helped by his father. He continues to cry, feeling sorry for Leslie's death. When Jess begins to accept it, Belle was still stalking with him. Jess had an idea and chose to make a surprise for Belle. He tries to build a safe bridge so Belle can pass through and head to Terabithia safely. And finally, he succeeds and asks Belle to go with him. Then, Bella becomes the new queen of Terabithia. All the people of Terabithia welcome them friendly and happy. So in my opinion guys, this story gives a lot of moral values. The movie teaches me to keep working, keep exploring, and keep believing in ourselves. At the end of the story also implies a very deep meaning, where we should not blame ourselves for what happened, because our life is destiny and it is not our fault. And you know what? This movie is perfect for those of us who are learning to listen in English. The conversation of each dialect are very clear and use the English that we commonly use. Even though sometimes there are some sentences that are a little unclear because they are said quickly, we can repeat them back and clarify what they said. So how about it? Interest in watching the movie? Of course you should watch it. So I think that's enough for me. Maybe that's all. And thank you for watching until the end. And see you!